Hi guys, welcome to another snus review. It's a scorcher here in Britain today, down in Brighton. It's been over 30 degrees. So how about a summer snus? I just got this one today, so I got to dive straight into it before it's the end of summer. So it's a snus made by Gotlandssnus Jakobsson. Just been on their website. They got a nice interview there with Henrik Jakobsson, who is the founder of the company, and seems like a really nice chap. He started in 2002 in his kitchen, and now it's a really rapidly growing company. It's on Gotland, which is an island east of Sweden, pretty big island. They're actually making about 10,000 cans of snus every day nowadays. So they've been growing a lot in the last 13, 14 years since they began. They make a lot of snus that are flavored, but they also have some tobacco-centric ones, I believe. I really need to try the Jakobsson's Dynamite, because I do believe they have pretty good tobacco in there, but a lot of the snuses are very flavored, so the tobacco doesn't necessarily come through a lot. So we'll see how this one is. They make Jakobssons as a brand. They make Gotländskt Sommarsnus, which is this, and they make also actually a product they call Kvit, which is nicotine and tobacco free, so it's like a substitute to snus. I've tried and reviewed the julesnus, the Christmas snus, and the påsksnus, which is the Easter snus. Apart from those two, there's also höstsnus, which is the autumn snus, and this sommarsnus, which is the summer snus. So it's a seasonal snus range, the Gotlandsk Sommarsnus. This obviously being the summer one. Sales start in June. So let's dive into it. Like with all the Gotlandssnus Jakobssons, regardless of brand there, they have this catch lid that has like a nautical theme, like a compass in there. See if you can see any of that. Relatively small catch lid, but it's quite deep. The statistics are pretty easy on all of these because the portions are full 1 gram portions. There are 20 portions in each can, and the nicotine is 10 milligrams per portion, which is a little bit more than a regular strength snus. This should taste of, you can see there, raspberry on that picture, and also strawberry. So maybe a bit lighter than the julesnus and the Easter snus, the påsksnus, because I really liked the julesnus. I thought that was they really nailed that flavor, and the Easter snus, påsksnus, is pretty good as well. So here we go. Look just like the other ones. It's a pretty fresh can. I think it was made on the 27th of June. Get the smell already. So it's an original portion. Yeah, they are very flavored, the Gotlandssnus, and also the Jakobssons that they had their melon there. Okay, it reminds me of a chewing gum I've had, I think. That's the first thing I'm thinking. But it's really quite fruity, but very flavored for sure. The portion is well filled. They're normally sort of half moist, these ones, feeling pretty good. So as usual, I'll use the whole can up and I'll get back to you and tell you what I think about it. This video delayed due to a 2-day hangover. Sorry about that, guys. I was out on Friday, it's now Sunday, just an hour before I upload this, I think. Celebrating belated 40th birthday here in Brighton with some friends. Heavy. Yeah, I'm 40, I can feel it. Okay, so here we go, Sommarsnus. Okay, this one should taste of raspberry and strawberry. I get more raspberry than strawberry, and because of that, there are a couple of snuses I could compare it to. One of them being Thunder Raspberry, and the other one actually being the Lab 13, because Red Bull has a bit of a raspberry taste, I think. Now, both of those are sweeter than this one. The raspberry is really wet as well and doesn't have much tobacco. Here, luckily, there is a little bit of tobacco making it a little bit more structured. It's a little bit fresher than that one as well, because just like with Jakobsson's Fläder, the elderflower, has a bit of sort of a acidity, almost like an apple taste to complement in this case the raspberry. So it's a little bit fresher like that. It doesn't drip too much, not like the Jakobssons. They normally drip more than the Gotlandssnus, the seasonal ones. So although I don't like it quite as much as the julesnus, I do prefer it a little bit to the Easter snus, because this one I think it's fresher at least. It has one thing in common that is a slight problem with the Fläder, the Jakobsson's Fläder, and that is that after a while it dies a little bit, and then it doesn't leave that much of interest. But it's not quite as bad as that. That went a little bit harsh, astringent, acidic after a while. Here, raspberry has a little bit of sweetness. It doesn't really reach that level. So yeah, comparing it to these other snuses, it's more robust than the Thunder. It's not quite as cloying. I like that it's a little bit fresher. The Lab 13 has a little bit of tobacco in the background, but it's extremely extracted and sweet. This doesn't have the same sweetness, although both of those have a little bit of tobacco coming through. So I prefer it to Thunder Raspberry. I prefer it to Jakobsson's Fläder. I prefer it to the Easter snus, but not quite to the julesnus. That's what I think about it. It doesn't have a lot of saltiness really. So once again, it's an extracted snus without an awful lot of complexity behind it. So when it dies a bit, but it does have a little bit of tobacco to help it up, and it's fresher than some other ones. So I like it. I think it's a fresh one. It works as a summer snus. Not a lot of strawberry in there for me. I think it's more raspberry. Seems to be a more popular taste with snus. So all in all, a decent snus to change it up with. But all of these snuses that I mentioned, for me, they're sort of in the mid-range. They can never really get up to a great snus as such. But just so you know that if you want a flavored snus, it is pretty highly flavored, but it's not too sweet because it doesn't drip a lot, and it's not crazy like the Lab 13 or even the Thunder Raspberry. It's a little bit fresher than both of them, really. So yeah, pretty decent. Still has a lot of taste, and it's a good snus all around, I think. I will give it a 6 out of 10 for this one. So you can get this one, I believe, at Snus24. They're still selling it, so please pick it up, before the end of summer. Probably takes another couple of months until the Easter snus comes out, and then I will review that, and I will have done all of the seasonal snuses. So far, julesnus best for me. This is second. Pretty good snus, quite fresh for summer. Sorry about the delay once again, and try not to make the same mistake next week. Thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you like the videos. See you next week. Bye.